If you grew up in the early 2000s, you probably remember Midnight Club. It was arcade racing at its best. Rockstar made 4 of them, sold millions, and then just stopped. The series wasn't failing, so what happened? Let's rewind. Midnight Club Street Racing drops in 2000. It was literally a PlayStation 2 launch title. Rockstar published it, but the game itself came from a studio called Angel Studios, the same crew behind Midtown Madness. And even that first one had the thing that made the series special. Open world street racing before that was even a normal thing. You weren't locked to a track. You could take any road, any alley, and any ramp. And the sequel to it, Midnight Club 2, hit in 2003 and really turned out the chaos. It was really good. But the real moment, the one that everyone remembers, is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition in 2005. And here's the thing about Midnight Club 3. It partnered with Dub Magazine, so the customization got ridiculous. Real aftermarket parts, brands, and paint jobs that took you an hour to set up. And the soundtrack was peak too. The game moved millions of copies. For a lot of people, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition was the racing game of that entire console generation. So if the series was peaking, why is this where the trouble starts? Because after Midnight Club 3, Rockstar handed Midnight Club to Rockstar San Diego. That's Angel Studios renamed after Rockstar bought them. And in 2008, they shipped Midnight Club Los Angeles, and it was kinda perfect. The whole game was a love letter to LA. The map was huge, the day and night cycle was gorgeous, and the sense of speed was unreal. Even now it drives better than most modern arcade racers. It reviewed well and it sold well too. Midnight Club as a franchise had never been stronger. But then, nothing. No sequel, no remake, just silence for a decade and a half. So this is where it gets really weird, and I mean real weird. Because for years, everyone assumed that the series had just faded. Sales dipped, GTA got too big, and Rockstar moved on. That was a story we all accepted. But then a report from Insider Gaming from August of 2026 finally pulled back the curtain. Midnight Club 5 was actually in development. Like real development. They were building a fully open world London, the first time the series would have left the US. But then Rockstar cancelled it. So let that sit for a second. The next game existed. It had a city, it had a direction, but the plug still got pulled. So now the question isn't why did Midnight Club fade? It's why did they kill a game that was already being built? And the answer from everything we know comes down to 2 things: studio politics and GTA. By the late 2000s, there were real creative clashes between Rockstar Studios, especially Rockstar New York and Rockstar San Diego. San Diego was the racing studio, and New York was the GTA machine, and the racing studio kept getting told their stuff wasn't a priority. Reports from people who worked there describe Midnight Club fighting for resources, fighting for attention, and fighting just to stay alive as a project. But I think the bigger thing that actually killed it was probably GTA. GTA 5 was coming and it was going to be the biggest thing Rockstar had ever made. So Rockstar needed bodies, real experienced bodies. And the most experienced open world team they had outside of the GTA studios was the Midnight Club team. So Midnight Club 5 got shelved and the people building it got pulled onto GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, which is the sad, boring truth of it. Midnight Club didn't die because it was a bad game or a bad franchise. It died because it was good enough that its developers were too valuable to leave on racing games. And honestly, that's the part that stings. Because that kind of cancellation isn't just a we'll revisit it later cancellation. It's more of a team is gone now kind of cancellation. The studio that made these games got absorbed into support work. The people who understood what made Midnight Club feel fast are scattered across GTA and Red Dead now. And you can't just reassemble that. So will Midnight Club come back? I don't know. Probably not. Not in a way that feels like the old games. Rockstar's whole business model now is just one massive game every 6 or 7 years. A second racing series just doesn't fit anymore. And that's a genuine loss because there's still nothing out there that feels like Midnight Club. But here's the thing. This is exactly the kind of game that you want to see make a comeback, even if it was a remaster.